Alright guys, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to another video. It's time to follow up my boy Jeets this time. And now he has two dupes in him. We've seen what Goku can do at Rainbow. Unfortunately, I didn't manage to rainbow out my boy. But two dupes is enough. Two dupes is enough. Now we can start hitting some crits along the way with his built-in additional and potentially hit 3 super attacks in a turn and get that triple defensive raise by 30%. And we have a very good starting rotation. Ideal link up with the full power SSJ4 Goku, or the limit breaker SSJ4 power, shall I say. We've even got some support from the SSJ4 Vegeta as well. So pre-super with two dupes, you're looking at 368k attack stat pre-super, 187k defense. Of course, as I mentioned in the how good is it, it wasn't even meant to be a how good is he at 55% video, but after I pulled dupes, thought why not actually get to do them, because I don't usually get to do them because I only pull one copy of a unit. And he's starting with 5 mil. Yes, he has support, but that's kind of like a common support you're going to see on rotation with Jeets, which is the SSJ4 Vegeta. There's the built-in additional as well, because we have Superclass Giant 8 Power or Dragon Ball Heroes categorized. Third additional, no. But as I was saying, yes, he doesn't put out as high numbers as Goku does. But now that he has dupes in, that's at least in a turn, at least 5 mil attack stat, or roundabouts a 5 million attack stat, raises attack and defense by 30% again, closer if not a 5 million attack stat, once again also without support potentially, and then more importantly getting that defensive raise twice. But altogether that's two roundabout 5 million attack stats that he's pulling off twice, that both have the potential to crit now that I have two dupes in him. Which means the amount of damage Jeets can still do, while it's not, you know, as much as Goku all at once, that's still two 5 million attack stats which both have a chance to crit now that we have some dupes in him. Which means he's still doing some pretty good damage, but as I said, more importantly when it comes to harder content, considering Goku has some damage reduction whereas Jeets doesn't have any of that. Yes, he has the additional defense plus 80%, also for having Superclass Giant 8 Power or Dragon Ball Heroes categorized attacking in the same turn. But that does mean he can raise his attack and defense not only twice, but now that we have dupes in him, even though we have gone kind of full crit as much as possible, we could potentially hit a third additional or a third super attack, a second additional, where we could raise his attack and defense for the third time and 90% in total, where he's definitely going to be tanking double digits for probably the majority of bosses in Red Zone. Now we've got Prodigies active. Actually, we have every single link active along with the support. And pre-super, Jeets is looking at a 394k attack stat, 187k defense. Of course, we're guaranteed to super twice anyway, so those will jump up, especially with that additional attack and defense plus 60% formula super attack as well. Without Prodigies and just the support, we're on a 368k attack stat pre-super. So we lose about in the region of almost 30k, but it's still looking good. I don't think Goku would do enough damage to kill here. I do really want to see what he's putting out on super again, especially because he's guaranteed to do an additional, and there is a possibility of a third. All I know is, as I said, super attacks, even with the dupes, even if he does triple super, still may catch him slightly. It still may do quite a bit of damage. He still actually may die from a super attack, depending on which red zone boss you're facing. Or, if he does triple super, you'll take quite a bit of damage, but maybe just about survive, which is kind of important enough. But I still think he'll probably die from a super. 5.4 mil, all links active and support. And then he's going to do another one, raise his attack and defense again. Closer to 6 mil, but then again, that's 5.4 and a 5.7 million attack stat. Maybe a triple? He did get the extra additional, but it wasn't a super, unfortunately. But while being rainbowed, even just hitting his initial 2 supers, which he's guaranteed to hit every turn as long as you have Superclass Giant 8 Power or Dragon Ball Heroes categorized attacking in the same turn, he's going to have enough defense to tank all red zone bosses basics for double digits. I think the only time he may not tank for double digits is with type advantage, which is kind of to be expected, but even then he may actually tank them for double digits depending on who it is. But I think a super attack for the most part would still catch him. You probably still wouldn't want to get hit with a super attack. So we have performed probably like 4 super attacks at this point, so we're soon about to get the additional attack and defense plus 40%, where we do get the attacks guaranteed to hit, disabling enemy's guard, But more importantly, the additional attack and defense plus 40% is what I want. Which we should be getting pretty soon. I don't think we have it just yet. I'm actually pretty sure we don't have it just yet. I think we're going to get it off the first super attack we do this turn. Okay, you super in Goku. You super in Goku. I don't think this will do too much because he will have his damage reduction. Yeah, we're good. We're good. We're good. Actually, are we good? Trunks going to be okay in slot 3 considering he's not super attacking. I'm actually kind of hoping he gets an additional now. Because I kind of don't want to die. We've come so far. 4.5 mil is still decent, especially because he's going to get a guaranteed additional. He's doing that twice. Okay, yeah, there we go. We got it. We jumped up to almost a 6 million attack stat after that. We've got the additional attack and defense plus 40%. And there's the crit off the dupe system. This is why I wanted a dupe. So he crits. So not only is he doing decent damage on his super attacks anyway. Yes, again, less than Goku, but he gets an additional, so that makes up for it. Like a guaranteed additional super. But the potential to crit along the way as well means the amount of damage he can deal in one turn, especially if he ends up critting on even just one of them, is still up there and still very impressive. He's still somewhat keeping up with Goku. Especially if he ends up critting on both super attacks. Oh, I've accidentally clicked. Oh, I was so confused. I was like, why are you playing the game for me? Please don't do that. But I accidentally clicked auto battle. It's not what I wanted. I wanted to pop the item so we don't die. But yeah, man. While Goku may be rainbowed and he was insane, even Jeets at 2 dupes, he's very good. He's very, very good. Of course, they're both supplying support as well. Goku giving out defense plus 40% for superclass allies. Jeets giving out attack plus 40%. Basically helping each other, especially because that's the rotation you're going to be running together. So now that he has the additional attack and defense plus 40%, the support from Goku that they're constantly going to give each other. He's on a 458k attack stat pre-super, where he's guaranteed to raise his attack and defense twice by 30% because of the built-in additional in the initial super. 239k defense. So that means after getting at least the 2 guaranteed supers you're guaranteed to do, because you're never not really going to run him outside of Giant 8 power category allies or Dragon Ball Heroes category allies. You're looking at like, again, 5 to 600k defense, which yeah, means he's definitely going to be tanking double digits for all red zone basic attacks. And the combined amount of damage he'll do in a turn is very, very impressive. As I said, is it as much as Goku at once? No, but because it's an additional, it adds up. The accumulative damage is impressive, and especially now that we have 2 dupes in him, the possibility of crits increases that accumulative damage. It's looking good, man. These two are so good, and they're so much fun to use. 5.64 mil. Go on, hit a crit. Big 3.5 mil crit. Guaranteed additional up to 5.9, just shy of 6 mil. Another crit? Maybe? No? Another additional though? Yeah, no, another additional. But if he did get the second additional, that means his defense will be in the region of 7 to 800k, maybe more. Which means he can actually tank quite a few supers from red zone bosses. Yeah, you may still lose a chunk of health, but considering Vegeta doesn't have guard, damage reduction, counter, dodge, nullify, disable, anything like that, tanking a super attack and being able to live purely with defense. Granted, it won't be all red zone bosses, like you won't be able to tank that with the final phase of Broly. With a Whis active, you probably would be able to. But without an item, obviously not. Probably Cooler Core, probably not either. Again, with an item, actually, probably not, because he hits incredibly hard. There'll be a few red zone bosses who'll be able to tank a super for. Not many, but that's still quite impressive again when you consider the level the Super Dragon Ball Heroes units are at. Compared to, you know, Dokkan Fests, you know, worldwide units, anniversary units, LRs, things like that. Like, I think people forget they're not on that level. Like, yes, these are very good, but they're never, and they never have been on the level of like the most recent Dokkan Fest, the most recent big celebration unit. That's not what these units are. But they're still very good, and I can't wait to try them in like the other red zone stages and harder content. Now this is what I've been waiting for. All links active, the additional attack and defense plus 40%. He's on a 551k attack stat pre-super, 263k defense. I'm going to pop in Icarus just to be safe. I'm looking forward to this. Come on, Jeets. Triple super for me. Triple super for me. What's he putting out with all links active and the support and his passive fully brought up as well, which again, it's very easy to build up Jeets' passive because you're guaranteed to do an additional every turn. Because again, you're going to be running him naturally with Giant 8 Power and Dragon Ball Heroes category allies. You're going to be able to get it even if you don't get the additional from the Duke system come off. The latest you're going to get it is his first super, the third turn he's back. 6.7 mil. And again, he's guaranteed to hit an additional, raise his attack and defense by 30% again. Yep, now he's up to over 7 mil. Can we get the second additional and do it a third time? And a crit? No, unfortunately, we couldn't. He would have been like well over 7 mil at that point. You're talking like 7.4, 7.5 mil. Yeah, man, the cumulative damage is really impressive with Dupe, especially because he has the chance to crit now. And defensively, he's in a very good spot. He's in a very good spot once he gets those additionals off. I'm incredibly impressed. These units are so much fun to use and so good with dupes. But let me know what you think down in the comments. Don't forget to drop a like and subscribe. All the support is very much appreciated. I'll see you in the next video, guys. And peace.